doesn't matter. Hammer, scalpel, you can do the same damage. They're both weapons, and they both can rip flesh to pieces.
Feels much harsher, and it turns it into a kind of politics of hurt feelings. Oftentimes it is. It's much easier to use, for example, the markup function that's available in Microsoft Word. There are ways of dealing with some of this concern. I think the issue that I want to say to Gary here, just generally, is he seems like he's implicated. I wasn't picking on him. I think.
Well, that's not really there, okay? I mean, maybe the Jordan guy gave you that impression. Maybe some other thing gave you that impression. I was defending the medium. I was defending the idea of it because I have a passion for it. I think this is the future. I said it in my video. This is the way. This is going to do philosophy a lot of good. To have this accountable argument that's all stored, it's all there, it's got a history, it evolves. I mean, this is great stuff. It's alive, where a book is dead. And so I was defending that premise. And if you want to say it's for some personal reason, I say bullshit to that. I didn't take it as a personal offense, your video, but the fact that it was so ambiguous was irritating. I mean, why don't you name names? If you're going to say something, you're going to character assassin the character of something, you should at least tell us who the person is you're character assassinating.
The fact that he reacted like, hey, what are you saying? You know, I think that is funny. I don't know what kind of things that he's doing. Now, this person, you know, I have to respond to Gary because he wants to take up over a half-hour time, and
yeah, well, like I said, you don't have to do any of that, okay? You just ignore this guy. There's idiots and assholes and wackos on the internet. We all have to deal with that. So let's just move on past this Jordan guy. I didn't make him. You didn't make him. It's not either one of our problems. Let's just continue our argument without allowing him to fuck it up.
What he's going to do is play a little bit of my video, interrupt the context, and then give his rant while he smokes his pretended cigarette. It's so much of a posture, so much.
Oh, come on. It's a posture I wish I could get people to apply to me. It's just like the argument I make. I mean, I block people and I do things that people get so upset, and I say, well, you have the same privilege to do it to me. I mean, if I go to one of your videos and say something fucking rude, I have the expectation that you would block me. I don't do this as like I'm going to take advantage of these guys and I'm going to posture. It's not a matter of posturing. It's a matter of trying to get to the core of the disagreement. And the only way you're going to do that is to point out that, look, in the last, you made 4 statements, in the last 30 seconds. And if somebody doesn't dissect the premises that you made them out of, if somebody doesn't take the time to really analyze that 30 seconds, there's a lot of shit said in that 30 seconds. There's a lot of premise built into it. And this is the only way I found to reveal it and expose it. This is why we disagree. See, that's his premise. See, that premise is where we're not going to get along. We have to extract that from the conversation. Until that's extracted, we can't go very far, or something like that. But I don't see this as any kind of a negative way to engage in debate, and I wish people would impose it on me. I mean, I've made a ton of 10-minute videos that aren't response videos where I make a lot of statements, a lot of bold statements, and I would wish that somebody would take one of those videos and dissect it and show where I've made a horrible mistake or where I've said something that there can't be agreement on.
It is about feelings and emotion. It's about a person whose feelings we're concerned with. We're not really talking about the ideas. Now, do I agree with...
Again, that synopsis of what took place, that description of my 30 minutes of commentary regarding your video, like it was some sort of emotional response, it's just a pile of crap. It's just a pile of fucking crap.
With some of the claims that Gary's making, yes, this is a medium that's in its infancy, and yes, the problem is part of the way that people are thinking about it and doing it. But I'll take this just as an example. I would say that from my perspective, it's kind of irresponsible, and it's very convenient and easy for Gary to make videos the way he does. Look, Gary is trying to maintain an audience.
Oh, look, you got videos of all different colors. You do little style things, and look, this is not, this accusation of somehow engineered my style on YouTube. I mean, doesn't that seem a little ludicrous? I mean, when you think about how many people I've offended, how much negative energy I've created because of the things I've said, that to say somehow I'm engineering it, it's just so fucking stupid. I'm just trying to find a way to communicate with people, a way to get to the bottom fucking line now and then, to get to a real argument about the real substance of what it is to have this gooey blob of shit in our fucking skulls, and what the hell we are. And if you see something else, if you see some kind of contrived personality, I mean, I'm sorry, I can't rip those fucking perverse glasses off your fucking head, but you're seeing it fucking wrong.
He is commercializing himself, and he needs to come up with material. And so what is he doing? He's coming up with material by using other people to take up a bulk of the time. That helps him a lot. It also helps...
I mean, you're really going to make this argument? I mean, the substance of my videos is just me ranting for 10 minutes on a subject. And I mean, it's just... And there's a point where, yes, I've made the argument, I've put it on the table, and I'm not getting any counter argument. So I have to sort of go out there and try to find the people who are preaching the unicorn and point out where the unicorn philosophy is full of shit. I mean, yeah, there's a certain point where that's sort of my obligation, because they're still talking the talk. I've made the counter argument, and the opposing side is still talking as if the counter argument hasn't been made. So I do have to somehow go out there and say, no, there is a counter-argument, asshole. There's another way of looking at this shit, and your way isn't, I think, can be demonstrated to be a fallacy.
With very little prep time, so he can just spontaneously, without even thinking about it, just talk right off the cuff, say whatever he wants. It's not very thought out. It's not very carefully argued.
Well, then try it. Go ahead and try it. Try it sometime. If you think it's so fucking easy to sit there and take the real character of somebody's argument, their whole video, and deal with the strong points and the weak points, both of them together in there. If you think it's so fucking easy, let's see you give it a shot. Let me see you really do a good job on one of my videos doing the same thing. Let's see you do it.
And the question of what is the real value of this, it's value like office chit-chat over, again, politics of hurt feelings and or melodrama is relevant. It's this sort of stuff. I mean, I'm not really...
Well, whatever. I mean, of course that happens. We end up in these bullshit personality wars. But I'm not advocating for that. I'm not jumping on some let's have lots of personality war bullshit. I mean, like I said, look at my videos. I mean, there's no fucking way you can look at those videos and say, oh, this guy's trying to be an entertainer, and this guy's trying to create drama and personality conflicts and all this other crap. I'm not trying to do any of that shit. I'm trying to make an argument, and I'm making it in my natural personality, which is a little bit short. I concede. I don't have a whole lot of patience, and I'm not going to, tickle somebody's little anal just right to create the opening so I can, wham them with the truth. Yeah, I'm not going to go through a bunch of foreplay and bullshit, okay? I'm pretty fucking direct because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the argument. I'm tired of sitting in a broken society saying, well, why don't we fix this thing? Why don't we fix this thing? I'm just sick of it. Because nothing gets done, nothing gets changed, because everybody's just talking bullshit past each other.
Sure, what that's about. I think the concern should be, like, for example, I would suggest, and I've said this in other videos, please go check out my videos if you want to see this on the education. I think it's important for people to, as best they can, carefully put into their own words what they think the other person's position is. Now,
yeah, but yeah, great. It's really good for somebody to actually know somebody's position before they argue it. Because we see there's a ton of videos where but look at the ton of videos where the paraphrase is some cheap bullshit. You just say fuck all the time. You just tell people they're an asshole. Well, obviously, if you really dissect my videos, it's 1.4% of the video content, so 98% 0.7% of the content is substance, and these assholes will just make this paraphrase argument that that's the thing, because they can redefine the reality. So this paraphrase thing is a good idea, but in the hands of the irresponsible, that's the way the argument gets circular and insane, is because they'll never get to the goddamn point. They'll keep paraphrasing straw men, and so we'll just keep arguing each other's straw man. I'll straw man you, you straw man me. I straw man you, you straw man me. It doesn't go fucking anywhere. So I mean, there's no point arguing for this idea that we should just simplify each other's argument, convenient, and then look. And the bottom line is, it's always going to be conveniently. You'll paraphrase it out of its reality. You just did it in this video. You said all you're about is black and white. I mean, what the hell is that? I mean, that's a grotesque simplification.
In this example here with Gary, on my ability to respond to him, and I don't know if he's going to see this video. I guess this is a respond to John, and John can send it.